Greetings, Bull Nation, and welcome to the MNWAA Network. I'm your host, Desiree George, and this is the Bull RoundUp. Today, we are here with the lovely Miss Charlyce Woods, who is current board member of the Miami Northwestern Alumni Association and former past president. Thank you, Miss Charlyce, for being with us today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I am doing well,
Good.
Thank you.
It's good to be here.
It is, and it's an honor to be here with someone like yourself.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure. So, tell us a little bit more about who you are, from baby to bull. What's the story?
Well, I'm Charlyce Yvette Woods, presently single at this moment. Of course, I graduated from Miami Northwestern Senior High School in 1971 with a class of over 500 at that time.
Okay.
There was no undecided decision as to where I was going because my mom went to Dorsey. My brothers, they went to Northwestern. My cousins, all of my relatives was Northwestern. So no matter where we were going to live, it was going to be Northwestern. So this is where I came. My daughter graduated in 2012. She was part of the PAVAC drama. So this is home. And I loved it from the day I got here, and I'm still here.
Well, welcome home. And who's your daughter's name? Because I'm 2012 as well.
Brianna Antoinette Joy Woods.
Oh, yes. Gotcha. Yes, very familiar with Brianna. Very familiar.
Very popular, very active and involved.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. But that's what you do when you're at Miami Northwestern.
Yes. That's true. That's true. And especially when your mom volunteers and makes sure.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So you ain't got no choice.
No choice whatsoever.
So, class of 71, you're now on the board and you were president. You've seen a lot happen at Miami Northwestern. Tell us more about it, how you've seen it from when you were here to where it is now.
Well, before I got involved with the alumni, I used to come and volunteer at the school. With my daughter being in PAVAC drama, I was the president of that chapter over there, so I was involved. And then when I wasn't, I helped the counselor, Dr. Zena Jackson. I would volunteer in her office. So I got firsthand knowledge as to how certain things worked around the school. And I've been involved since then. And every time PAVAC drama went somewhere, they performed out of state, in state, I was there. So it's just second nature. Not only that, any school my daughter went to, I was involved. Be it elementary, kindergarten, all the way up to high school, I was involved. Even at FIU, when she played rugby and nearly had a heart attack just watching the game, I was involved. That's just me. Because I felt like, long as the parent is involved, some of the things the kids might get involved in, they won't get involved. Yeah. Especially things they have no business being involved in. So yes, Girl Scouts, church, whatever organization she was in, Mommy was in.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And that's a blessing. And it wasn't even necessarily me, but to hear you say that, because every person doesn't have an involved parent, and you're absolutely correct.
That's true.
Parents being involved makes a world of difference. Yes. Not just in their child's lives, but in the schools and the programs and the communities that they're a part of. So thank you for showing up.
You're welcome.
So you were the first female president of the Alumni Association. What was that like?
Well, I came in learning and listening. When I first joined got involved in 2017, Larry Williams was the president. And a lot of people came in and wanted to change things. That wasn't me. I sat back, I listened, I took notes, I asked questions, because to me, that's how you really learn. You see people in action and what they're actually doing. So then when I got elected, I was a total shock, but I accepted it. Because I said, God's going to lead me in the right direction, which he did. Of course, we all made mistakes, and I made mine, but I learned from them. I got up and continued doing what I had to do. I don't regret any of those years from 2017 to 2024. I enjoyed them all. the ups, the downs, and the in-between. But then I was ready to let it go so I could move on to something else. So then I became a member of the board. So I'm still active. You do sometimes more on the board than you do as the leader or the president. And that's where I am.
It's always the people behind the scenes that are doing a lot of the work. So tell us more about some things that you were able to see happen or get done during your tenure as president.
Well, before I became president, Larry Williams got me involved by going downtown to the Intercontinental Hotel on Biscayne Boulevard, and I was picketing. I was standing on Biscayne Boulevard with this sign, and when the superintendent came in and others came in, we were complaining about how they were not doing what was right for Northwestern and all the other inner city schools. So I got to see it then firsthand what was going on. And then we have Nathaniel Spooky Miller, who's one of the alumnus who has plenty of history. He would inform me, no, Charlyce, don't do it this way, do it this way. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. So I was able to learn a lot, and it was just interesting as well as informative, you know. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there were many instances of things like that, of you going downtown, especially dealing with Mr. Williams, you know.
Downtown.
If he's going to do anything, he's going to advocate
right.
for Miami Northwestern.
Totally.
So you kind of going back to something we talked about earlier, again, class of 71, and now we're in 2025. So there's always that conversation of the old school versus the new school. Especially for you who were involved in the association with Miami Northwestern, what was it like for you to see this change or that change happen?
Well, I've seen a lot because presently, and been for the last 20 plus years, believe it or not, the president of my class of 1971. So I'm super involved there. I've seen how people have changed, teachers, the students. Better yet, just the country has changed. A lot of it for the good, some not. But long as we continue fighting and trying to do what's right for the kids and not ourselves and not trying to figure out what we can get out of it monetarily, you can accomplish a lot. And Northwestern has grown. We've had numerous principals, good, bad, and indifferent. But overall, it's been for the best. We had Mr. Aristide. I used to, still to this day, call him the #1 bull because very outspoken. You could never give him a microphone and say, just say something, because it became a long story.
Yes.
We've had Dr. Bridget Tate White, very quiet, but she was there. And we've had others in between, but Northwestern is a trendsetter.
Absolutely.
We do things that people will claim that they started it, but we already know we started it and they're following us 100%. I don't care if it's from the Golden Girls to the band, to the football team, the basketball team, dress code, whatever, they follow us.
You're right.
And I'm proud of that. And as they say, bull for life, bull 71 for life for me.
Absolutely. It's not the blueprint, it's the bullprint.
Yes, it is.
Because we are the standard.
We are. Yes, we are. Because anywhere that we go, we carry a crowd.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to be a bull, even though they might not admit it. Because if you go on Facebook, Instagram, they're always following us. They're not bulls, but they will follow us and make little comments, but you ignore that and keep going.
Yeah. You listen, Miss Charlyce, you are not lying. Not a lie has been told.
No, because if you follow behind that, you get, like right now, even when I was president, I learned that every time they post something on Facebook, you can read it, but you don't comment on it. Because once you comment, you open up that volcano and you can't get out, because then everybody has their little side, and be it the truth. And most of the time, people don't have all the information. They don't have all the facts. They're going on hearsay or what they think. And until you get actually involved in being a part of Northwestern, the ins, the outs, and everything, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you brought it up, so we'll go there with social media and the number of different opinions that are on there. And you mentioned specifically that people, a lot of times, they speak and don't necessarily have all of the facts. They don't know everything. So what are some things that you've seen that you want to take this time to let people know what the truth is? Just to provide some more insight.
Well, I guess everybody is talking about the Florida High School Athletic Association and waiting on the results from the investigation concerning our former coach, Teddy Bridgewater. We don't put down, and I don't put down anything that Teddy has done. He's always done for Miami Northwestern, even before he came the coach. We love him dearly. But there are rules and policies in anywhere you go, any job, any situation, and you have to abide by that. But a lot of people don't see that. They just think that we're trying to defame, when I'm saying we, that the school or the district. But the rules and regulations is coming from Florida High School Athletic Association, who is over Northwestern, who's over the principal or the district. The district had nothing to do with any of that, and it's coming from them. So we're still waiting. We're praying that whatever the outcome is going to be, it's going to be in our favor. It's not going to hurt us too much, because we don't want the team to lose the championship from last year. We don't even want Teddy to lose being the coach of the year or any of our accomplishments, because what it boils down to, it's all about the kids. So if any of that is detrimental, it's going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt anybody else. And that's my concern. It's always about the kids. We have to keep them first.
Absolutely.
Because our inner city kids don't get exposed to a lot of things that other schools do. So we try to do what's best for them at all times.
Yeah. So thank you for shedding some light upon that. That is one of the many things, but of course it's one of the biggest topics as of recent. But I thank you for sharing that. So how is the school, how is the Alumni Association, what are some things we're doing to press forward? Because we're a resilient school. We keep it moving. As you said, the school didn't close down. There's still classes going on. This class is going on right now as we record this. So what are some things the Alumni Association is working on, or the school is working on, to keep pressing forward?
Well, what we've done is we've had some work done on the track field, and we're still doing some more things. We had school painted. We brought back driver's education. We have dry cleaning. We have a new dental program, remodeling of the TOPA from head to toe, because when we had a hurricane some years back, this was a school that they used for those that needed a place to go. And when they came out, you wouldn't have recognized our TOPA. And for those that don't know, that's the old auditorium back in the day. We now call it the Theater of the Performing Arts. It was a mess. It was totally unreal. So it's getting a remodel from top to bottom. And there are a lot of other things. We go and fight for things on behalf of the students as well as the principal. Things that the teachers and the principal can't talk about, we can go to the district and fight about it. So that's where we are, fighting.
Thank you for fighting. And that's something that it seems like we have to. So you just dropped a lot of insight, because I had no idea that the school served as a shelter. I knew the renovations were happening, but didn't necessarily know the reason why. But that's kind of on par. When you sit and you talk to the people who are involved and that do things, you learn things.
That's true.
One of our previous guests, Mr. Pierre Rutledge, he spoke about how he knows so much about Northwestern because he sat up under the tree of knowledge of people like yourself. So I'm going to continue to do that so I can continue to learn more. And I highly encourage everybody else to do that, right? So you're not just a board member. You're not just a former president of the association. You are also serving as the interim president of the Boosters Club. So tell us more about that, what's coming up, what should we expect, and so on.
Well, we just recently reorganized, and we're now called the West Booster Club, Inc. I'm the interim president. Of course, Mr. Williams is involved, per the principal, Mr. Puka. So we're trying to go in a new direction. This is what he wants. So we're reaching out to vendors, which has been on Facebook. You all have posted it for us. We're trying to get reliable vendors. And we're not just going to do for football games. We're going to do for almost any activities, especially sports activities, be it at the school or at the stadiums. We want to make sure our kids are taken care of, because you have volleyball, you have tag football, you have any sport and athletic, you got the cheerleaders, you have everything. So we want to make sure vendors are available, because after you've been here from 7 in the morning to maybe 2:33, and then you're here again to 6, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, You want something to eat. It might not be the most healthy something, but at least you have something in your stomach before you go home and get ready to study and prepare for the next day. So Boosters is trying a lot of things. We're trying to get sponsors to help us with different things that we want to do for the school. So if anyone's out there would like to sponsor our football team, our cheerleaders, our basketball, our track, whatever donation you want to give, we will gladly accept it, and we will make sure it goes to that particular organization. We want to deal with the boosters on that, because boosters will do that.
Okay, so clearly there's a need for monetary donations. Are there any other sorts of specific sponsorships that the West Boosters Club is looking for?
We're looking for parents. Parents, guardians, friends, associate. You don't have to be an alumni of Miami Northwestern to come and help us. We have people that their kids used to go here and they never went here, but they come and they volunteer your time. Your time sometimes means more than that monetary money, because we need people to be at the stand, in the stands, at the stadium, at the school. Kids need tutoring. Kids need a lot of items, a lot of things, because we have kids that don't have. So Boosters, as well as the Alumni Association, we kick in. We might not advertise that we bought this or we paid for insurance or we gave them this, but we do that because we know the area that we live in, and a lot of things we don't have. So we all pitch in together to do what's best. And then back to that word, the kids. The kids.
Yep, absolutely.
Our kids.
Right. Our kids. 'Cause even if you didn't birth them, they're still our kids. Right? Because we don't necessarily enact it too much, but it does still take a village, excuse me.
That's it. And we're the village.
We are the village.
Everyone's help.
Absolutely. So a little bit off the camera, you talked about the search for a president for the West Boosters Club. Can you shed some insight on that? What it'll look like, who you're looking for, when people can begin to apply? Is it an application?
Well, right now we don't have any applications, but we want people to come and get involved. In the boosters, so they can see actually what it's all about, because a lot of times we hear that the boosters or the alumni is doing such and such, but just because you hear that doesn't make it the truth. Until you come and sit and watch and get involved, you have a better idea of what it's all about. So we're looking, and especially we're looking for the younger generation. I graduated in 1971. We're looking for people that came out in the 2000 or the 1900s, so that they can get involved. That generation, they have a lot of ideas. Nothing wrong with the old stuff, but we need new stuff, because that's the way the country is going. This AI and everything else is going, because if you have a 5-year-old daughter or a granddaughter that I have that can pick up my cell phone and do things that I can't do, well, Grammy, I'm going to show you how to do that. This is the generation. This is the time we're living in. So we're looking for everyone that's able to come and do something and help the school, because it's all about the school and the kids.
Yes.
And president, all the way down. We will be having an election. I'm not sure exactly when, but it will be on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok. However, we have to put it out there by email. We will let everyone and anyone know you are welcome to come and join. And just for an individual member, it's $35 a year. For a couple, it doesn't necessarily have to be male, female. It could be two friends, $50. So we're looking for people to come and join us.
Okay. And you started to answer my next question, because I was going to say, clearly we're calling them to show up, but how do they show up and what does it take? So we know the $35 for the West Boosters Club, or the $50 for a couple. Again, doesn't have to be a dating couple. It could be two friends. But how do they pay that money? And then can you also let us know when meetings are held and where they're held?
Well, they can pay the money by Zelle. They can pay, of course, we still accept cash. They can do check or money order. We haven't set a definite time as to when we have our meetings. We should be having one, because we're trying to make sure we get this football schedule and season in order. Not only football, because we got volleyball going on. And right after that, we got basketball and so forth. But we will be announcing it with you all's help on the platforms out there to let them know when the next meeting is. And of course, we send out emails also. So, but we will be trying to have them at least once a month. Maybe depending upon how time works, it might be more than that. But yeah, we want them to come. And if they need to, they can call me. They can use our email and contact someone, which is DA West Boosters Club, Inc. And we're here. I gladly answer all calls and phone calls.
So pick up the phone.
Just pick up the phone and call.
Send an email and call.
Yes.
All right, Miss Charlyce, just to wrap up our time today, what is your favorite thing about Miami Northwestern? It's hard
Favorite
to
thing, one thing about Northwestern. Well, favorite thing in general, and speaking of all those that have graduated before me and all of those that are coming behind me, that if you come here and you really apply yourself and you get everything that you can possibly get, when you leave here, you are somebody and you can do anything your little heart desires, go anywhere, and it doesn't have to be football or basketball. Academics is off the chain here at Northwest, but you have to come. You have to want to do, you have to want to learn. And teachers and advisors and counselors, they're here to help you. Because all you have to do is Google how many different people that have left Northwestern that have accomplished so much.
Yeah.
But it's here. So I love my school.
So if I had to sum it up, basically your favorite thing about Miami Northwestern is that we produce greatness.
Always, all the time.
So if we go back and we cover everything, basically what you've shared with us today is that Miami Northwestern needs help to continue the fight that we continuously have to do to keep our school afloat, to keep our community afloat. It takes a village. We need people to get involved. We need parents to get involved. We need community members to get involved. You don't have to be a bull to get involved. You also spoke about the greatness that is Miami Northwestern. So send your kids here. Right? You can find a way. We got magnet programs. We need bodies to stay in this school, to keep this school afloat. And we have great programs here. So there's a lot going on at Miami Northwestern. There's a lot going on with the Alumni Association, and there's a lot going on with the West Boosters Club as well. So if you can, just to wrap this up, and again, thank you for your time, but to wrap us up, can you please say again how the people can contact, what the email is, what the phone numbers are, and I'll handle the social media handles.
No problem. So it's DWEST, DAWEST, Boosters, BOOSTERS, Club Inc. at gmail.com. And my number is 305-978-2601. Charlyce Woods, and I'm here to help in any way that I possibly can.
All right. And that's all, folks. Miss Charlyce Woods, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, Bull Nation.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the MNWAA Network.